So what do you want to talk about first? I think you should.
I think the biggest news is Riot Games coming out with like literally an entire esports by themselves.
Yeah.
Is that not huge? I think that's gigantic.
It seems big.
Like I only got into esports this year.
Right.
And you know, I mean, like I've been trying to catch. It's just like sports, right?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
for me, when I'm more kind of like I pick a team. I'm more like about rooting for a team than actually understanding the sports and like the science behind it and
Right.
like the technical plays. And so this year I started rooting for like Team Liquid.
In like, do
because
they
when
play multiple games or just one?
For what do you mean, like for Team Liquid?
Yeah.
They play like a round robin, and like there's a whole you know, Swiss.
No, but I mean, do they
component.
play just League of Legends or do they play other games?
No. It's an entire team and they play a bunch of games.
Right.
But specifically Counter-Strike or CS:GO.
Okay.
That's what I've been following.
Oh, okay.
Not like religiously, but enough to say that like, yeah, if I put it on, I could sit here for an hour. Like I remember spending a Sunday and I was supposed to go and eat and it was starting. So I ordered it instead to watch, you know, the finals.
That's cool.
And they were, for a time, there was a little bit of hype behind them too. Like they were on a tear. So then I started watching them and then started investing myself into the team. But just this year, for is the first year I started going hard into esports. And then I'm a big hype person too.
Right.
Same thing with Siege, Rainbow Six Siege.
I like that game.
Yeah. So I picked a team for them, and it's a TSM, and it's really because of one player. But again, not like casually. But anyways, back to the whole topic of like Riot Games coming out with their own first person shooter. They're coming with a card game. They're making changes to League of Legends.
Isn't there a fighting one too, or no?
And a fighting one, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I know. So it's like their entire. That's like every genre of
esports.
Esports. And I saw some. Did you see any of it?
I looked at the.
I saw any of the gameplay?
I saw footage from the shooter and from the card game. I don't think they announced, but are we assuming it's going to be free to play? They're not going to charge, right?
No.
Yeah, I agree.
The way games are going these days, there's microtransactions, right?
Yeah.
That's how they make their money. League is free, isn't it?
Yeah,
League free?
Yeah. All their games are free. Well, they only have one game, but it's free because then they sell cosmetics, which I'm okay with. If it's like the Fortnite model, I'm okay with games being free with microtransactions if the microtransactions are just like cosmetic. Because then if someone wants to spend $1,000 to buy skins, go for it. But I played a bunch of Fortnite and spent nothing, and that's cool too, right?
And I'm the opposite. Like I was excited that it was free, and I bought stuff on Fortnite just because I wanted it. Like they're doing good, right?
Yeah, less now, but correct. Yeah, those don't bother me though. I know there's a big uproar with the microtransactions. It doesn't bother me if it's cosmetic only. But as soon as you start getting advantages, then it's BS. But they can't do that on the esports games. So it's pretty safe.
And they shouldn't.
Well, they can't, yeah.
Except for like, there's a controversy. I'm sorry to get off topic. There was like a cycling controversy. I don't know if you heard about that. They, like road biking.
Okay.
There's like an online road biking, like esports.
Oh, is that the one where like you have to actually pedal?
Yes.
I've watched that on Twitch before.
Yeah. So you mean like, so what happened was there's actually one bike that gives you an advantage. It's the Tron bike. And the only way to get the Tron bike is if you just grind hard to get it. So the guy that ultimately won the whole entire event didn't acquire the Tron bike himself. He paid someone to grind it out to get the Tron bike and then used it in the final competition.
Yeah, that seems silly.
In fairness, everyone in the competition used the Tron bike, but people are mad because that one specific person didn't earn it himself.
Right.
But yeah, no, back to, sorry, I keep getting off topic because it's so broad, right? No, just like hearing it out, like I love card games. The benchmark is Magic the Gathering, obviously.
Right.
Which I'm kind of, I don't know, there's a theme, there's like 12 heroes. I don't know much about League, like League of Legends, but there's like 12 characters. You pick a character and they kind of have their own. And then I think something about mashing up the cards together. I'm not too clear on the details yet. I'm just excited there's like a card game. Right. And if it's anything like when I say Owl now. It's so weird. Overleague. Overwatch League
Right.
is like Owl.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So with Owl, they had when they built the game, they had like the whole Owl or the Overwatch League in mind before they launched it.
Right.
And it's nice to kind of like see a developer like Riot doing this. So I'm excited to see what they do.
Well, it's hilarious
kind of
that they're going head to head with Blizzard then, because they're coming out with a character-based tactical shooter and they're coming out with a card game. So it's Overwatch and Hearthstone.
Yep.
It's like directly competing.
Well, again, esports is gigantic.
It is huge. And League is the biggest one by a huge margin, right?
Yeah, I saw a statistic not too long ago about like the there are more views in like the league finals than it was in like NBA.
It was more in the Super Bowl, wasn't it?
Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's
like,
crazy.
Combined or something.
Yeah, it's because it's global, right? That's the thing. Like,
for sure.
Here in North America, we think of the Super Bowl, we think of those sports, and they seem huge to us. But like in the rest of the world, no one gives a crap. So esports is, and you don't even need to speak the language. Like you could easily watch a Japanese casted event. You don't want to, but you could.
Kind of going back to the whole picking the team aspect, I think that's what it is, right? Like I'm sure I would cheer for like football or soccer, whatever you want to call that, or I would cheer for like cricket if there was kind of like something that I can relate to, or
So if 100 Thieves launched a football team, you'd watch it?
I would probably watch it, to be honest. I love that brand.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's up there with my favorite brand currently, right beside Supreme.
Well, they did.
I'm
just saying they did well. Like, it's smart.
Yeah. We can like do an entire show on Supreme, but like I just like the Supreme model and
yeah.
What?
I said I won't have much to add.
No, it's not even about like I don't own a single Supreme item.
Right.
I really don't, but I just like the logo. I like all the hype behind it. I like the concept. I like how ridiculous it is. It really is quite ridiculous how you can just put your logo on a crowbar and sell it.
Right.
But yeah, so if you had something to kind of like relate to like a team, like I would be more interested in these things.
Right.
So I'm excited. Like let's say you just work like and it's also easier to follow, right? Like if I had the Chicago Bulls and they played the fighting game, the FPS game, the MOBA, and what else was there? There's a fourth card game. Like I probably want to cheer for the entire team, just like Team Liquid. But I don't like the other esports that they play.
Right. Well, that's what I remember. Just to go back to 100 Thieves, I know that's kind of off topic, but I remember that sucks for them this year that they can't play Call of Duty. Did you see that?
I did.
That sucks.
It sucks because that's what they're kind of known for. Not like the what's his name? The owner of 100 Thieves.
Yeah. What? Nadeshot.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's a pro. For. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was a pro.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad. I understand why. From what I understand is like they can't do like 100 Thieves team, right?
Well, it's too much money.
Team.
No, it's because it's too much money. The entry,
I thought it was like
the entry fee, because they want to do it like Overwatch League, like with the teams and the cities. It's like in the millions. You have to pay millions to play.
But it's not like New York City 100 Thieves.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, if they had the money, they could do that. But they could bankrupt themselves if they did it, right?
Yeah.
Because really, they're a clothing brand that kind of plays games, right? That's what it is.
I feel like it's more of a game brand than a clothing brand.
I bet they make way more money from selling shirts than they do from prize money.
Yeah, and that's the kind of the model they have, like with just like Supreme. Like there's a limited supply. Like I wanted to buy one of their shirts and stuff.
Yeah,
just to support it.
They're always
Couldn't
out.
Find it.
They're always out. Yeah, it's limited. But you know what? I guess all sports work on merchandise because really, like Manchester United makes more money from selling jerseys than they do from fans going to the games. So
yeah, I don't even watch soccer, and I know the crest.
Yeah, you have a hat.
I have a hat.
Yeah, that is funny. But that's what I mean. So I guess every sport works that way, right? They're trying to sell merch. I guess everything in the world works that way.
Like I said, I'm pretty excited about esports. It's also like a generational thing. It's more, for me, it's more acceptable. Like I feel like it's not as out of this world to watch people play video games.
It's also
right?
We can admit that it's the future. Like most people think it is. The thing is like, I mean, I watch my fair share of Twitch. I like Twitch. You know, I watch a lot of Dr. Disrespect. I do like that. But the thing is I haven't got hard into esports yet because I don't like MOBAs very much. And that's the biggest one still. And Overwatch, I don't really like. I find it hard to follow. So like I agree. Some of the things have been really interesting. Like I liked even though I don't love Fortnite, I liked what Fortnite did with that. Do you remember the pros with the celebrity tournament? That was cool. That was really cool.
You mean like yes,
like they paired up. Like Ninja was with
Pan Am,
like
or something.
Ninja was with Marshmallow. Like they teamed up like that. Yeah. That was cool, and the production values were incredible. Like some stuff like that is cool, and like the Doctor does that a lot too. Like they'll do like the Code Red tournaments where it's just like one night and they play. Like that stuff is cool. But if there was a game I was like hard into, I would follow the esports way more for sure.
Like Pokemon.
Yeah, competitive Pokemon is not really fun to watch either. But yeah, like the thing is the game.
How about gigantic Pikachu Pokemon?
Yeah, the game I followed the hardest for the pro scene was probably Hearthstone, and now Magic would be the next one. But in general, like I think it'll only get up more. And I still watch a lot of traditional sports. You don't actually even watch real like traditional sports, right? So
no, I like watching live sports.
Oh, like in person, and then you watch MMA on TV, but that's it, right?
Yes,
right.
And I don't watch MMA a lot. I watch it enough to. It's just it's just having something in the background.
Right.
That's kind of like I don't go to the Super Bowl party to watch the Super Bowl. Right. You know what I mean? I go to hang out with friends and eat nachos and guacamole and stuff like that.
Right. Okay, cool.
But I would watch it. I mean, like it's a spectacle. That's what I think sports these days are. It's about or just entertainment. It's about spectacles, right?
Right.
So like if you saw how grand the League of Legends,
it's crazy.
Whatever the finals is,
it's
or the grand finals or whatever it's called, it's gigantic.
Yeah, it seems exciting. I don't say that word
a lot.
No, well,
but it's again a spectacle, and if that was like same thing with Overwatch, they built an entire stadium for the Overwatch League.
Right, that's the thing. I love what they did with that. It's very cool. It's very cool. The teams. I just find that game is quite boring to watch, and I think a lot of people said that it's not the most competitive game. It's just they built it up so well.
Yeah.
Do you know that they're doing that? They're doing that a lot with the NHL franchise. Do you know that?
What do you mean?
Like the league, like there's the actual NHL heavily promotes like competitive digital NHL. You know what I mean? Like it's a big thing.
I did not really.
Yeah, know that. They're really trying to make it a thing. The thing is, again, it's not the best game to play competitively, but there's money behind it, right? Like that's a big thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
You would probably watch it though, right?
Maybe.
Would you watch NHL Digital? What's it called? NHL Live?
It was just called NHL and then the year. So 20 is the one. If they released it on PC, I'd be playing it. It's annoying that it's not on computer. So yeah. Anyway, but I guess it's a big thing with all their sports. FIFA, Madden, all of those get played competitively, like a lot.
It's not on the grand scale like the Overwatch League or
yeah,
whatever.
Not at all.
Yeah, well, Overwatch and then like League of Legends.
Yeah.
Because every year around the same time, there's like sports channels kind of promote it a bit or talk about it.
Right.
So that's how I usually know about it.
It's huge, yeah.